The silence around The Chosen Season 6 has grown louder than ever. Weeks have passed without a single new update, and fans are starting to ask, has the journey stopped? Has the most powerful biblical series of our time been quietly delayed, or even canceled? Rumors are spreading like wildfire, theories are taking over fan groups, and the truth feels hidden behind layers of secrecy. But one thing is certain, something major is happening behind the scenes, and it's about to change the course of The Chosen forever. Let's begin with the question that's keeping millions awake. Is The Chosen Season 6 canceled or just delayed? To understand this, we need to step back and look at the timeline. After the heart-wrenching finale of Season 5, where the story edged closer to the crucifixion, fans expected production on Season 6 to move quickly. But months later, updates became scarce. No teaser, no trailer, no press release, just silence. And in the world of The Chosen, silence is never ordinary. It often signals transformation. Creator Dallas Jenkins, known for his transparent connection with fans, has recently hinted that Season 6 is facing its most emotional and technically demanding production phase yet. Those words, spoken carefully, may explain the sudden pause. Behind the calm exterior, the team has been grappling with challenges that go beyond the screen. Funding hurdles, weather delays, and creative decisions that demand perfection. Jenkins has always emphasized that The Chosen isn't about rushing faith. It's about portraying it truthfully. And that's exactly why this delay might not be bad news. It could mean something greater is being prepared. Now, here's where it gets intriguing. Insiders close to the project revealed that filming for the crucifixion scenes, some of the most sacred moments in the series, was completed months ago across breathtaking locations in Utah and Jerusalem. But post-production has turned out to be far more complex than anyone anticipated. Reports suggest that every frame is being handled with extreme care to capture the emotional gravity of Jesus' final hours. From lighting that mimics the passage of divine time to silent sequences that convey the weight of grief without words, the process is slower, more delicate, and deeply spiritual. Another major factor behind the delay lies in the vision for release. According to recent whispers from the Angel Studios circle, Season 6 might not debut in the traditional streaming format at first. Instead, Jenkins and the producers are planning something monumental, an event-style global release that unites fans worldwide. Imagine watching the crucifixion arc unfold, not on your phone screen, but in theaters filled with shared silence and tears. It's a bold step that would redefine how faith-based storytelling is experienced. But such ambition comes with time, planning, and immense responsibility, and that's where the confusion begins. Because when big changes are underway, information becomes limited. That lack of updates often fuels online speculation, and this time, it's no different. Some fans claim the delay points to behind-the-scenes disagreements. Others think the show's growing global scale has stretched production resources thin. But the truth, according to official statements, is far more measured. Jenkins assured in a recent live stream that The Chosen is absolutely not canceled. His words were calm but firm. We're in the middle of the hardest scenes we've ever filmed. It takes time to do it right. So, what does that mean for viewers? It means that the waiting season isn't one of loss, but of preparation. The quiet you feel now is the calm before a storm of emotion, faith, and cinematic brilliance. The Chosen Season 6 isn't fading away, it's being refined. Every delay is building toward a moment that will break hearts and heal souls all at once. Because when it returns, it won't just continue the story. It will redefine what faith on screen can feel like. The mystery only deepens from here. In the next section, we'll uncover the truth about the rumored trailer, what really caused the production pause, and when you can finally expect Season 6 to arrive. The answers are closer than you think, but so is something even more shocking. The internet is buzzing with one burning question. Where is the trailer for The Chosen Season 6? For months, fans have been scanning every live stream, every post from Dallas Jenkins, hoping for even a small glimpse of what's coming. But so far, nothing official has been released. And that silence has fueled one of the biggest storms of speculation in The Chosen's history. Some fans believe the trailer is being deliberately held back to coincide with a new global release plan, while others fear something much bigger is happening behind closed doors. Insiders close to the production describe this delay not as a setback, but as part of a calculated buildup. The Chosen has never been about fast hype, it's about emotional impact. When the trailer drops, it won't just show scenes. It will tell a story. a story that bridges the heartbreak of Season 5 with the divine intensity of what's coming next. Early whispers suggest that the trailer opens in complete silence. No dialogue, no music, just the slow echo of footsteps leading to the cross. If that's true, then Season 6 isn't simply a continuation. It's the beginning of the end of everything we've known about this series. But the delay in the trailer also connects to something deeper. Sources from Angel Studios revealed that the editing team is taking extra time to ensure the tone of the trailer perfectly captures the emotional balance of pain, hope, and transcendence. This isn't just a historical moment being retold, it's a spiritual journey meant to be felt. Jenkins reportedly told his team that pain should be seen, not dramatized, a creative decision that changes everything about how the story is presented. The crucifixion scenes are said to be so intimate and raw that even the trailer's visuals have to be handled with reverence. That's why nothing has been released yet, because every image, every sound, carries meaning. Then comes the shocking rumor that nearly broke fan communities apart. A leaked post suggesting that production was temporarily halted earlier this year due to financial strain. According to these unconfirmed reports, rising production costs and expanded filming locations placed unexpected pressure on the team. However, Jenkins swiftly addressed the issue, clarifying that while challenges exist, the mission remains strong. In his own words, "The Chosen isn't just a show, it's a movement. And movements can't be stopped by delays." Those words reignited hope among fans, reminding everyone that The Chosen has always defied odds. From its crowd-funded beginning to its global recognition, this project was never built on convenience. It was built on conviction. But there's another layer to this silence, one that points towards strategy. Some insiders suggest that the production team is aligning Season 6's release with Easter 2027, ensuring the finale coincides with the season of reflection and resurrection. If true, it's a move that could turn The Chosen's next chapter into a cultural and spiritual event. Imagine a synchronized global premiere. Churches, theaters, and homes around the world watching the same story of sacrifice and redemption at the same moment. It would be unlike anything seen before. Meanwhile, the cast remains tight-lipped, though subtle hints are slipping through. Jonathan Rumi, who portrays Jesus, recently posted a cryptic message on social media. "The silence before the storm is sacred." Fans immediately connected this to the delay, interpreting it as a sign that production is nearing completion. Elizabeth Tabish, who plays Mary Magdalene, also teased that Season 6 contains the most difficult scenes we've ever filmed, emotionally and spiritually. Her words only deepen the sense that what's coming will be powerful, raw, and unforgettable. So, while the trailer hasn't arrived yet, the truth is clear. This delay isn't a sign of trouble. It's a promise. A promise that when The Chosen Season 6 finally appears, it will strike the heart with a force that silence could only prepare us for. Every moment of waiting is shaping an experience that will move millions, but there's still more to uncover. In the next section, we'll dive into the confirmed release timeline, the rumored theater screenings, and how the creators plan to make Season 6 the most emotional and ambitious chapter yet. The answers might surprise you, because what's coming isn't just an ending. It's a rebirth. The wait has been long, but whispers are finally turning into facts. According to several reliable reports, The Chosen Season 6 is no longer just a mystery. It's entering its final stage of production. But here's the twist that's taken everyone by surprise. The release plan has changed completely. The original schedule hinted at a mid-2026 premiere, but now, sources confirm a new timeline that could push the release further than expected. The good news? It's not cancellation, it's elevation. The creators are building something far bigger than a simple season release. They're crafting a worldwide event that could make television history. Insiders connected to Angel Studios recently revealed that the upcoming season will be divided into two major parts. The first half, episodes 1 through 5, will reportedly premiere exclusively on the Angel app and official The Chosen platforms, while the final 2 episodes, focusing on the crucifixion arc, will release globally in theaters. Yes, you heard that right, an international theatrical release. This move mirrors what Dallas Jenkins hinted at months ago when he said, "Some stories are too sacred to fit on small screens." The goal isn't just to show the story, it's to make audiences feel it together, across continents, in shared silence and emotion. The revised timeline suggests that post-production on the earlier episodes is already underway, but the cinematic conclusion requires far more precision. Each shot of the crucifixion sequence reportedly took days to complete, using natural lighting and handcrafted sets to recreate the raw atmosphere of the final hours. The crew has called it the most difficult sequence ever filmed for The Chosen. Early test screenings reportedly left even crew members in tears. One editor described it as pain wrapped in peace, a phrase that perfectly sums up the emotional tone of what's to come. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Why the delay? Multiple sources point to an intense creative decision made by Jenkins himself. After reviewing early footage, he felt something was missing, not in the visuals, but in the feeling. He wanted the audience to not just watch the crucifixion, but to experience the unbearable silence between each breath. That decision led to several reshoots and sound design overhauls, all intended to bring spiritual authenticity to the story. This pursuit of perfection pushed the timeline back by several months, but Jenkins made one thing clear. We owe it to the story to get it right. Behind the scenes, the production team has also been quietly expanding. New international cinematographers, historical consultants, and spiritual advisors have joined to ensure that Season 6 captures not only historical accuracy, but emotional truth. It's a delicate balance between art and devotion, something that takes time, care, and immense courage. But the result, insiders promise, will be The Chosen's most soul-stirring chapter yet. And here's something fans didn't expect. Season 6 will also introduce new perspectives that breathe life into familiar events. Alongside Jesus, Peter, and Mary Magdalene, we'll see the story unfold through the eyes of a Roman soldier, a grieving mother, and one of the thieves on the cross. Each will witness the crucifixion in their own way, revealing how truth and mercy shine even in moments of despair. It's a storytelling choice that turns history into humanity, reminding us that every soul near that hill had a story worth telling. So where does this leave us with the release? Based on insider timelines, the first half of The Chosen Season 6 is expected to arrive in early 2027, with the theatrical release planned for March 12, 2027, timed perfectly for Lent, a season of reflection and renewal. Jenkins has reportedly described this release as a gathering, not a premiere, signaling that The Chosen wants to connect hearts, not just screens. If that happens, Season 6 could redefine what faith-based storytelling means in the modern world. It won't just close a chapter, it'll prepare us for the resurrection arc in Season 7, which is already being mapped out for Easter 2028. So, while the delays have caused restlessness, they're paving the way for a spiritual and cinematic masterpiece. But the story isn't over yet. In the next section, we'll explore the emotional toll this production has taken on the cast, the behind-the-scenes challenges that almost halted filming, and the powerful message Dallas Jenkins wants fans to hold on to while they wait, because sometimes the greatest miracles happen in the waiting. As the journey of The Chosen Season 6 moves closer to its long-awaited release, one truth is becoming clearer. The emotional weight of this season has deeply affected everyone involved. From the cast to the crew, this has been more than just a filming experience. It's been a spiritual test of endurance. Behind every breathtaking frame lies exhaustion, prayer, and tears that audiences will never see. The story they're telling isn't fiction, it's faith, and faith demands everything. Jonathan Roumie, who portrays Jesus, recently revealed in a quiet interview that filming the crucifixion sequence changed him in ways he never imagined. He said, "There were moments when I wasn't sure if I could continue. The silence on set felt sacred, but it also felt unbearable. We weren't just acting, we were living through it." Those words reveal the emotional cost of portraying the final moments of Christ. Sources close to production said that during filming in Utah, the atmosphere was so intense that the cast often broke down between takes. There were no dramatic instructions, no loud directions, just stillness, reverence, and raw emotion. Elizabeth Tabish, returning as Mary Magdalene, reportedly filmed some of her most challenging scenes yet. Insiders describe a heart-wrenching moment where she watches from a distance, unable to reach Jesus but unshaken in her faith. According to those present, there wasn't a dry eye on set when the cameras stopped rolling. Tabish later shared, "It felt like grief and grace mixed together, like standing in sorrow but knowing light was still coming." That single statement captures the essence of Season 6. It's not about despair. It's about the hope that refuses to die, but it wasn't just emotional hurdles the team faced. Physical and logistical challenges pushed everyone to their limits. The harsh desert climate caused filming delays, sandstorms interrupted key scenes, and long night shoots tested endurance. The crew reportedly described some days as biblical in their difficulty. Yet through every obstacle, Jenkins reminded them of the purpose. He told his team, "We're not just recreating history, we're recreating faith." That belief became the anchor that held the entire production together when fatigue and frustration threatened to take over. Financially, too, the road hasn't been smooth. Though The Chosen is one of the most successful crowd-funded series in the world, scaling the project for global theatrical distribution brought enormous costs. The production had to balance its commitment to quality with the limits of its budget. That's when the community stepped in. Fans, churches, and supporters across the world continued to contribute, proving once again that The Chosen is more than a show. It's a movement sustained by faith itself. Jenkins publicly acknowledged this support, saying, "When the world said we couldn't, the faithful said we can. Despite the challenges, there have been moments of beauty that kept everyone going." During one late-night shoot, as the team filmed a key scene of Jesus praying in silence before his arrest, the sky reportedly filled with stars after hours of cloudy weather. Jenkins later called it a quiet miracle, a sign that the story they were telling still carried divine timing. For the cast and crew, that night became a symbol of what Season 6 represents, the light that appears just when you think all hope is gone. As production wraps, the emotional exhaustion is matched only by gratitude. Every member of the team knows that this season carries the heart of the entire series. It's the moment where everything The Chosen has built, every miracle, every doubt, every act of love, leads to the cross. And they're determined to make sure it's told with the truth and reverence it deserves. But Dallas Jenkins has warned fans to prepare themselves emotionally. He recently stated, "Season 6 will break you before it heals you." Those who've seen early footage describe it as a season of sacred stillness, one where the power lies not in words or spectacle, but in silence. The crucifixion won't be loud or exaggerated. It will be quiet, human, and unbearably real. Jenkins wants viewers to feel the weight of what love truly costs. So, while production has been a battle of faith, the result promises to be something extraordinary, a season that not only tells the story of sacrifice, but helps us understand it in our own lives. The cast calls it the most personal season yet. And perhaps that's what makes The Chosen Season 6 so different. It's not just meant to be watched, but to be experienced, felt, and remembered. In the next section, we'll reveal what comes after, the future of The Chosen, the resurrection arc in Season 7, and why this series may end where faith itself begins, because if Season 6 breaks our hearts, Season 7 might just heal them. When the curtain finally falls on The Chosen Season 6, it won't be the end. It will be the beginning of something even greater. The heartbreak that this season promises to bring will lead directly into one of the most powerful moments ever captured on screen, the resurrection. And for Dallas Jenkins and his team, Season 7 isn't just another continuation, it's the completion of a vision that began years ago, a story of divine purpose unfolding through every frame. But before we look ahead, we must understand what Season 6 truly represents. It's the moment where darkness reaches its peak, only for light to quietly begin its return. According to the creative roadmap shared by insiders, Season 7 will explore the resurrection and ascension in a tone unlike anything The Chosen has done before. While Season 6 dives into suffering, silence, and sacrifice, Season 7 will focus on transformation, healing, and renewal. The two seasons are designed to mirror the spiritual journey of faith itself, from loss to hope, from death to life. Jenkins reportedly said that he wants viewers to feel the weight of despair before they can appreciate the miracle of resurrection. That's why the current delay of Season 6 isn't a flaw, it's preparation. It's ensuring that when the final act begins, the audience is emotionally and spiritually ready. The resurrection arc is already in pre-development, with scripts being refined to capture both the awe and intimacy of that moment. Rather than focusing on spectacle, Jenkins intends to show how resurrection transforms the hearts of those left behind. Early reports suggest that the story will follow three intertwining paths: Mary Magdalene's renewed faith, Peter's redemption after denial, and the apostles' struggle to carry a message the world isn't ready for. Each path will reveal the cost of belief and the courage required to spread hope in a world still trembling from grief. But let's return to the immediate future, the release of Season 6. The official plan, as hinted by production sources, is to unveil the trailer within the next few months, followed by a phased release starting in early 2027. The theatrical premiere of the final 2 episodes will be a global event, possibly accompanied by live gatherings, prayers, and special screenings across major cities. Angel Studios is reportedly preparing partnerships with faith communities worldwide to make the experience more than just entertainment. It will be a shared moment of spiritual connection. Jenkins has called it a global night of tears, silence, and faith. Fans are already preparing themselves emotionally for what's coming. Online communities have begun prayer chains and discussion groups, counting the days until the next chapter begins. For them, The Chosen is more than a show. It's a spiritual companion, something that speaks when words fail. And that's exactly what Jenkins wanted. He once said, "If The Chosen only entertains, we've failed. But if it brings one person closer to understanding love, then we've succeeded." That belief has shaped every creative choice in Season 6 and will continue guiding the series to its conclusion. As for the rumors about cancellation, they can finally be put to rest. Season 6 is not canceled. It's coming with more purpose and intensity than anyone imagined. Every delay, every whisper of uncertainty was just part of the process of creating something eternal. The team isn't slowing down. They're perfecting a story that has outgrown television itself. The Chosen has become a modern parable, a reminder that light doesn't disappear when delayed. It shines even brighter when it finally returns. So, what can fans expect next? The answer lies in patience and faith, the very lessons The Chosen teaches. The trailer will arrive when the story is ready to speak again. The release will unfold when the world is ready to witness it together. Until then, this silence isn't the sound of absence, it's the sound of creation. Behind the stillness, a masterpiece is forming, one that will make history not just as a series, but as a testimony of devotion. Because The Chosen Season 6 isn't about endings, it's about endurance. It's about believing when nothing moves, trusting when everything's dark, and waiting for the light that never fails to return. And when that light finally rises in Season 7, it will remind us all why we watched, why we waited, and why faith, no matter how tested, always finds its resurrection. So, hold on to hope, because silence is about to break. And when it does, the world will witness not just the crucifixion, but the dawn of grace itself.